Okay, Mick, I want to start with last night. So another really spirited performance at a tough ground to go to, the Coleraine Showgrounds. How pleased were you with the performance and the shift that the lads put in?
Yeah, pleased with the obviously the 3 points, but the performance was sort of a better performance than we've put in recent weeks. Even though we've been picking up results, I still haven't been satisfied that we're hitting close to top gear yet. But I thought we did more than enough to win the game last night, creating a good few opportunities, limiting them to a few half chances and maybe one chance. They're a good team. It's a hard place to go. They're well organised, well coached. The atmosphere is brilliant up there now, so credit to them. But yeah, it was nice to leave there with 3 points, considering how hard a venue it has been for us. I believe the last time we won up there was 2013. So yeah, very pleased to leave there with 3 points.
And all eyes now on the traditional Boxing Day fixture on the 27th this year, the Bell Classico, the Big Two, the Belfast Derby. So much hype around this game. Do you allow that hype into the dressing room, or do you try and keep the players calm and just take it as another game?
No, the hype in the media, that's for the fans. That's what makes football what it is, So that's for the pubs and bars and friends out having coffee. That's what they talk about. So I get it. It's part of football and it's an important part of football. But we, inside the clubs, we have to stay calm and prepare like we prepare for any other game. Of course, you get the feeling that there's a big game coming. We can't deny that. But our preparation can't change. Our preparation has to be the same, whether it's a bottom of the table place or a top of the table place. But we're definitely looking forward to it.
And you mentioned last night as well, the support, especially away from home, from the Glentoran fans this season's been fantastic. We've sold out our allocation for the Linfield game as well. So what impact does that have on the players on the pitch?
Well, the away venues that we go to, as I said previously, are a lot tighter than the Oval. So the atmosphere that it generates with our travel and support is superb. And that culminated in last night, a great amount of fans, Glentoran fans, combined with Coleraine fans as well. So the atmosphere was superb all around. But our fans were singing from minute one. And I think here at the Oval, it's just that the venue is so large that our fans get spread out so much that it doesn't match that at times. But if we could figure out, whether it's us as a club or the fans themselves, that we can figure out how to congregate them in the tighter spaces around the Oval, then maybe we can generate that same atmosphere here.
And the Linfield game then is the third game in 11 days. It's a busy period. Are we struggling at all with tired legs or fatigues, or are you seeing the players still as sharp out there in training as you'd expect?
The players, 3 games in 11 days is not we play a lot of times in this league Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, which is 3 games in 7 days. And that happened consistently last season. And if that happens week on week, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and it repeats, yes, then you start to look at people getting tired and fatigue setting and accumulating over days and weeks. But 3 games in 11 days is not a difficult workload for a player. So we have everyone available, apart from the usual long-term injuries. And we'll be going there, looking to take the 3 points.
And a big week as well for signings. We've seen Sean Murray come in, we've seen Darren Cole as well. So really we're sitting there pretty in the league at the minute as well, and now bringing in strength as well.
Yeah, Sean Murray, great addition. Darren Cole, another great addition. A lot of experience, been at Derry City for multiple seasons. Started off at Glasgow Rangers, so he's got good pedigree. Playing in Champions League games for Glasgow Rangers back in those years. Been at Derry, done well. And picked up an injury a year or so ago, fought his way back to full fitness. And Derry, with the new ownership and our new investment coming in, have decided to maybe move another direction and sign additional players. So Darren became available, and when we knew he was available, we moved quickly to get him in. And with Luke McCulloch being out, we always knew that we need to secure an additional player for those positions, and we're delighted to have him.
And finally, unfortunately, something that we have to talk about at the moment is COVID. We've seen a lot of games in England cancelled. We saw a game midweek cancelled here in the Irish Premiership as well. How important are the fans to football? Is your preference for a circuit breaker if it came to that, or would you rather see games played behind closed doors?
I think if you look at it from multiple angles, there's the football, the business of football, and the environment around the football. You look at it from health and well-being, you look at it of financial stability. If they have no fans in the stadiums or limited crowds, yes, it will have an impact on close contacts, and it could potentially lower the infection rates. If we pair that with the financial stability of the clubs, it doesn't work. Some clubs will likely go under if that's the case, and they have to play multiple games over an extended period of weeks and months. So I think a sensible and pragmatic solution would be can we play these games until the executive meets again, likely to meet on the 30th to make restrictions or not for starting on the 2nd or 3rd. But do we need to take a circuit break for 2 weeks? It makes sense to me if it meets the criteria of, preventing a surge in infections. Shutting down as a winter break. I mean, let's call it a winter break. Let's not call it a COVID circuit break. Let's call it a winter break, which other football leagues have. If that meets the requirement of limiting infections, then, and also gives the financial stability of the clubs and allows us to continue after 2 weeks, then I would be for that. So I think it makes sense.